What's going on, y'all? It's the Real Deal Dude 2, and I am back after yet another hiatus because for some reason I keep doing them and I lie to y'all saying I'm gonna come back with a video and I don't do it. So we're back. We're gonna do another one after this and hopefully a third one. This time we're talking about Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, which just came out. I seen with my dad on Friday morning, and I gotta say, me and him were satisfied with the film overall. And I know this is a very divisive movie again. Seeing how the Last Jedi scores and the Rise of Skywalker scores on Rotten Tomatoes are flip-flopped, and there have been a lot of debates again, and it's not fun to talk about Star Wars as a fan anymore because the fans are weird. So, like I said, really enjoyed the movie. There were some things I didn't like about it, and I want to get into it, so let's talk about it. Here's what I enjoyed about The Rise of Skywalker. Kylo Ren and Ben Solo's redemption arc was great. I'm finally glad that they went through with this. Han coming back and Leia using the rest of her energy to reach out to him, and unfortunately she passes away. Him going from killing his own father to, his father coming back as a memory, convincing him that he knows the right thing to do and become a Jedi. Well, temporarily, but yeah, it's similar to the scene from The Force Awakens, which I kind of pointed out, but it is a cameo from Harrison Ford himself, which I'm shocked seeing how he always said after 7 I'm not coming back. Definitely came back for a nice little 3-minute cameo though. Kylo, giving up the Sith and becoming Ben, his true self, was really good, and he's honestly the best thing about this whole trilogy. His story arc is the most consistent thing about this whole trilogy. Rey's lineage of being Palpatine's granddaughter was honestly very surprising to me and posed as a huge challenge for Rey, and explained why she was so powerful. And the first movie that people complain about, hey, Rey's a Mary Sue, that type of shit. It's stupid, but whatever. Yeah. It just explained it well. It was a good twist for me personally. It might be, throwing out what Rian Johnson was trying to do, but this is something that I like. It's shocking. It's a bold choice, but I honestly really liked it. It's very interesting. The main chemistry of everyone being together in this film, finally, after the first two separated everybody. Finn, Poe, and Rey, have never been better together ever. But they've never been together. Even with C-3PO, R2, and BB-8 and D-O. D-O is also a pretty cool droid. Didn't think I would like him, but yeah, the lightsaber fights were great because there wasn't really a whole lightsaber fight in Last Jedi other than the throne room, because no lightsaber made contact with another in that one. So I was like, dang, there's no real lightsaber fight this year. They weren't too flashy like the prequels, but Rey flipping a few times, and fighting was pretty cool. I was like, okay, we haven't seen a Jedi flip in 10 years, so Leia's arc felt pretty natural to me, with the unused footage that they could find for, since Carrie Fisher, rest in peace, passed away a few years ago. It felt pretty natural, honestly. I thought it would feel weird, which does at the beginning, but it works. The scene with D.A.'s Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher where Luke tells Rey about him and Leia training was really cool. Also, my dad said he said Leia was trained to be a Jedi in the original movies, but not from what I remember. I don't remember her ever holding a lightsaber or anything. I was like, I don't remember that. They didn't start showing her using the Force or anything until The Last Jedi. Now they did have a little, I know it's not canon anymore, but in The Force Unleashed 2, that little DLC where Leia did have a little gold lightsaber, but it's not canon. So Palpatine, he was badass, man. It was great to see him on screen again, and overall I was satisfied with his return. I'll get into the point that I have a question about Palpatine later, but he really showed off that unlimited power at the end. He really did. That base boosting lightning that took down all the rebel ships, that was great. The voices scene where Rey was calling out to all her past Jedis, I recognize Hayden Christensen's Anakin. Ashley Eckstein, Ahsoka. Cause I thought that was Padme at first, but I was like, she's not a Jedi. I was like, wait, that's Ahsoka. And then I went online. I was like, I was right. Obi-Wan, Sam Jackson, Mace Windu, Ewan McGregor, and Liam Neeson, Qui-Gon. I couldn't recognize Qui-Gon, but either way, it was so dope. Now I did want them to see actual Force ghosts, because when Kylo tossed his lightsaber at the Death Star, I did think that was going to be Anakin as a Force ghost talking to him, since Kylo idolized him so much. He was going to be like, show him, no, this is the way. That's what I thought it was going to be. But I appreciated Han coming back, or Harrison Ford coming back. Rey taking on the Skywalker name, since the original Skywalker bloodline is now passed, since Ben Solo did give his life at the end to saving Rey after she died. And they did that weird kiss. I was like, okay. But yeah, I mean, Ben, I guess Ben did, he did his destiny. He fulfilled it. Unfortunately, that's all the Skywalkers now, since Luke died in the last one, Leia, and Ben died in this one. But he's now one with the Force, and I guess he kind of deserves it. Now, R2, they finally gave him something to do in the film. He got to ride with Poe at the end of the movie. Like, he restored C-3PO's memory. He watched over Leia as she died, unfortunately. Yeah, I thought I was like, finally, he got to do some things. And he had way more screen time in the past two, because he had 2 scenes in The Last Jedi? And 1 minute in The Force Awakens? I'm like, damn, why y'all disrespecting R2 like this? Like, come on now. Lando eased right back in. Billy D. Williams, he looked the exact same, almost how he did in the original movies. I'm like, it's just like he's hadn't left at all. That was really cool seeing Lando back. He could have got more screen time, but yeah, I was satisfied with his appearance. Yeah, and it's a criticism that people are saying. This is my last positive. People are saying that Rey killing Palpatine in her time, that to me did not negate Anakin being the chosen one in the first 6 movies. In his own words to Rey, bring back the balance to the Force. And he did in his time, and Peace of the Galaxy for 40 years. Rey just had to do it in her own time and generation, and I personally like that. I didn't think it negated him being the chosen one or the prophecy or anything. Now we're going to get into the things I did not like about The Rise of Skywalker. It is very, very, very clear that this trilogy did not have any roadmap, no overarching direction like the ones George Lucas did in the original movies. This is something Disney should have planned out. Like, they seemed like they was going one by one, because they did say they wanted to do a Star Wars movie every year, one a main Skywalker movie, and then another one a spin-off. You seen that's kind of dying down due to how Solo performed, but yeah. But it should have been either handled by one person, like JJ's vision or Ryan's vision. And I like The Last Jedi a lot. That movie is bold. I don't care what anybody else says that don't like it. I personally really enjoy the movie. It's a bold movie and it's something different. It does not follow the formula. But it should have been handled by one of them, because now it's all messy. The first act, it doesn't really, it feel like it's rushing to get back to what JJ was trying to do, because they do away with some things with The Last Jedi. It's like, yeah, we're gonna go back on that, or yeah, we'll keep this but go back on that, and then go back to what I was trying to set up in Force Awakens. So yeah, I mean, the first act was so messy, man. I was like, ooh, this isn't flowing as well as I'd like to, but oh well. Like, honestly, they could have, if they wanted to, it could have been a part 1 and part 2 like they did with Infinity War and Endgame. It could, or the other part 2 movies. It could have been like, episode 9 then 10. Like, I would have been fine with that. I always thought they were going to go to 10, but this is a trilogy, they always do that. But yeah, another thing, who in the hell was Palpatine getting down with before his initial death to have a kid that will be Rey's father? That's one question that's never answered. I'm like, who? And how does he know that's his grandchild? It's just weird. Like, we didn't have any indication. Now, a friend of mine said, could have been just, some random chick he hit. But who gonna be with old looking Palpatine in the original trilogy? Like, what? Like, I don't know. It didn't really clearly explain how Palpatine came back. All I know is just his body is hung up to this machine and he's just moving around, and I'm like, I guess that's keeping him alive somehow. But I could have swore he blew up in that reactor that Darth Vader threw him down in Return of the Jedi. I'm like he just reappeared now. Like, they didn't have no overarching villain. That's one of the problems for me. Like I said earlier, Anakin definitely could have shown up. Allegedly, there's some deleted footage or scenes with Hayden Christensen that they did shoot, but because they did have apparently have a scene. Well, no, they had a conference that though Ian McDiarmid and Hayden Christensen were supposed to attend, and then Disney canceled it last minute because they didn't want to reveal like any spoilers or anything. And I was like, oh, so Anakin must be in the movie a little bit. I guess not. Maybe some deleted footage. I want to see it if it is, because I definitely wanted to see him again. But I'm accepting what we got, him being with the other Jedis. That's fine with me. I said that Ben and Rey kiss. God, that was cringy. I mean, I guess those Rango fans got what they want, but I mean, that didn't fit at all. He saved her life, yeah, but Jesus Christ. This is recent. This point right here is very recent. We had to find out through Twitter what Finn was trying to say to Rey while they were sinking in the sand. Through two people. John Boyega tweeted earlier today, no, Finn wasn't going to say I love you to Rey when he was sinking in the sand. So I'm like, whoa, what are you going to say? Then I come across another tweet from a fan account that was at a private screening with J.J. Abrams, and as he was walking out to people, somebody asked him what Finn was going to say, and J.J. straight up told him he was going to say he was force sensitive. So why didn't we find that out in the movie? It doesn't make any sense just to leave that open. That's a pretty big deal for Finn. I wanted to see that explored. I mean, like, he held his own against Kylo in The Force Awakens with a lightsaber. He cut him a little bit. Yeah, he got his back sliced up, but I mean, that's something pretty important. Unless, I don't know. Apparently there's a companion book that hints at Jana being Lando's daughter, because they at the end of the movie they do meet each other. He asks where Jana is from, and she's like, I don't know, I was taken as a child with the First Order, like Finn was. And Lando's like, why don't we find out then at the end? Suggesting, they'll go on an adventure. Apparently there's a companion book coming out, or maybe out already, that Lando had a kid, and she was taken from him, from the First Order. That's something that should have been explained more, maybe. I don't want to have to read a book to, get that. I'm not feeling that at all. They also didn't commit to like the big risks and choices that they were going for. I think like Chewie dying, like, when she shot, when she was having a little tug of war with the Force with Kylo Ren on that other desert planet that's not Tatooine, when they're trying to save Chewie, and the Force lightning came out. I was like, oh shit. And then they blew up the ship. I was like, no, Chewie. They done killed off Chewie. Then I remembered that Chewie was in another part of the trailer that we didn't see. But I mean, I'm glad that Chewie's alive, but I kind of did want to see that, gone through. Dark Rey was in and out. She was in and out. That Dark Rey shit did not do anything. That could have been a bold and dope subversion though. Having her turn and Ben having to stop her after he's redeemed and he becomes fully Jedi. I thought that would have been I thought that was going to be the rise of Skywalker. And we know at the end of the movie, when she's asked by that lady on Tatooine, and Luke and Leia appear as Force ghosts, and she's like, "I'm Rey Skywalker," like James Bond's son. I thought that was cool. Like, the original line is gone, but she's continue on the name, so Skywalkers won't really die. But it probably wouldn't have been right to the character for her to go dark all of a sudden. Like, that would have been something that would have happened in The Last Jedi at the end. But if they did have Ben go fully Jedi, then they wouldn't. Finn and Poe and them wouldn't have enough. They wouldn't really trust him like that. So I guess it's okay, but that's a kind of nitpick. Another thing, I didn't have this on my list, but I've been thinking about it. Poor Kelly Marie Tran. Oh man, I feel bad for her. She did not get a lot of time in the movie. She got 5 minutes of screen time. Like, she got all that bullying from fans for her character in The Last Jedi, and they rushed her off social media, which was sad. But at Star Wars Celebration, J.J. Abrams was talking about a gift that Rian Johnson gave us, or gave me, was Kelly Marie Tran. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, so Rose should be good in this movie. Nah, she's barely in it. She's in the final battle, but and at the beginning, but that's it. I mean, I never did see her becoming a love interest for Finn, but I mean, like, this kind of validates, those quote unquote fans, bullying her, and like, now she doesn't even have that much screen time. Like, I feel really bad for her, honestly. They did her dirty. But yeah. So overall, that's how I feel about the last Skywalker saga film. Like I said, I was very satisfied, honestly. I had a blast with it. The fights, the action, most of the story. I was personally satisfied. I'm not one to always go in on Star Wars. If I enjoy it, I enjoy it. If I don't like it, the only one I don't like flat out is Attack of the Clones, except the Yoda fight with Dooku. But I can't stand Attack of the Clones at all, and Phantom Menace. And same thing, the last fight. That's it. I can't stand those two movies. But if I could give it a score, I would do my original score. If it's kind of weird this time, I would give it like an 8 out of 10, or like a B if it was a letter grade. Because despite the almost equal amount of things that I didn't, and I didn't like and liked about the film, like I said, I still had a blast though. It was fun. I can't hit on this movie. I wasn't disappointed. I was like, I wish it could have been a little bit better, but I wasn't really disappointed. And yet, I know people say this, this validates or whatever, The Last Jedi, but I think I still enjoyed that movie too. And if you disagree, that's fine. Just don't disrespect me over it in the comments, or I can smoke you for it. So it's fine with me either way. But yeah. Also, here is my current ranking off the 9 main films. Not gonna put the other ones in there like Rogue One. Love that one. But this is the main Skywalker saga ranking that I'm putting for right now. I'm still hype off of I'm still a little hype off of The Rise of Skywalker, so you can flip flop The Last Jedi. But so what did you think about the latest Star Wars adventure? Did you enjoy it? Are you mixed about it? Or did you just not like it? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and the sub button so YouTube can snitch on me whenever I upload. I'm also doing a top 5 TV shows of 2019 list, so stay tuned for that. Also, I never did get to talk about this because I'm an idiot and I've been so busy. Thank you for 2,000 subscribers. I've been trying to get here, at least here, since 2010. And I finally hit my first 1 million view video, and that's great. Not making no money off of it, but I just gotta say thank you for the support on that. That's so crazy. We here now. Hopefully I can build this channel up a little more. Not tripping if I do or don't. Either way, fine with me. Until next time though, peace out.